Guys, I almost forgot to do an obsession for last month. Oops. No, we're not doing laundry right now. I was doing laundry. We're in here for one of the obsessions. But yeah, it's not going to be a regular obsessions video. It's kind of really random, weird stuff, but totally awesome. In here, we're going to start with Grandma's Secret Spot Remover. I am in love. Where was this from? Hobby Lobby. And like we were picking out fabric and I saw like 3 people go and grab a bottle. And I was looking at him like, I was like, does this work? She's like, no one ever complains that it like sells out all the time. And I'm like, okay, because I have a problem with grease. My little one is right there. She's always eating and then putting her hands on my jeans and nice clothes, and then I have grease marks everywhere, and then they're, you know, grease. You can't really take it out and it looks like you're always wet and dirty. So I used it after she put her hands all over my jeans and it took it all away. I was so happy. So I'm like, okay, Grandma knows what she's doing. That's a good tip. It's pretty inexpensive, $3.99. You don't, God damn, I gotta stop touching that. So yeah, this has to be a great one because I've ruined so many clothes with grease since having you. Birthing you. But anyways, moving on. That's a really good one, lifesaver for clothes. Oh, it's kind of like a dropper. It's a dropper. You put it on the stain and then you like rub it in. And then you just leave it for like 10-15 minutes. I walk away, come back, then load my dryer and put the clothes in there. And then it comes out spotless. So safe to say, I'm in love with that. Let's move on to our next weird things. Alright, so I'm taking you guys into the bedroom. 2 goodies in here. My number 1 is these sheets. They're from Target. They're flannel sheets. They have t-shirt sheets. Don't get it confused. It's very similar, but the t-shirt sheets don't last and they look kind of cheap. Kind of like a t-shirt. After a couple washes, you know, and it loses its shape. These are thicker, super soft on the skin. I honestly don't think I could ever use any other sheets after this. His mom just got me 2 bed sheets and I was like, you shouldn't have. I'm in love with these flannel sheets. They're so freaking soft and I've been exploring, have I not? And I don't like them. The last sheets I had were so terrible. They would pick up everything, every static, every dust bunny, every hair, like, oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. But these I absolutely love. The pillowcase, I just want to lay in bed all day. They're so soft. Oh my god. Okay, so I really love it. I will buy it like all the colors, I think.
We're not getting sponsored.
We're not getting sponsored. This is from Target. I'll see if I can link it for you guys. Everything, as always, will be linked if I can link it. Some things, like random things, like from Target, if I could find it online, then great. But I bought it in stores, so.
It's actual things we buy.
Actual things we buy and like. Now I'm moving on to this little guy. It's really cute. Is that not really cute? This is a little personal humidifier. Like, it even changes colors. It's really neat. I love it so much because I used to get cough attacks around this time of year. During winter. It just gets super dry in here and I'll wake up coughing like crazy, and my daughter, I wake her up because she sleeps with me, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Look, it changes colors constantly. You can lock it on one color too. Hold on, speaking of her. Anyways, so this works really great for in the bedroom. However, if I can turn it off. There are a couple things I don't like about it, but it seems I can't really do much about it. All the little personal humidifiers seem to do this. It is sitting on a plate, and that is because as the mist comes out, it starts to gather around the oh my god, this is really hard to explain. No, it starts to gather around the exit hole and then it drips down and you'll end up with a little puddle of water every morning. So I just fix it by using a simple plate, but it seems like every single small humidifier, like a personal one, does the same thing over and over again. So yeah, just fix it with a plate. There's not much else you can do about it. It also has a 4-hour timer, 1 hour for the light, so the light will only stay on for an hour. It'll be like a night light, and then the humidifier will go on for 4 hours, which I love. It also it's good for watering my plants, because every day I take whatever water is gathered and just put it inside the plant. This plant suffers the most in my room because it's right by the vent and the soil is always super dry. That's how I know how it is inside the house, is by touching the soil of all my plants. If they start getting super dry before like feeding time, I know that the house is dry. But Well, I'll take you guys downstairs because we have a humidifier down there, which has helped me because I always get nosebleeds around this time too. So cough attacks and nosebleeds from dry air. And when I get it from dry air, it doesn't stop bleeding. Like it just keeps going and going. And it's like, I hate it. We fixed it with this humidifier. So I'll show you guys. There's a couple tips though about humidifiers that I'm gonna cover. Let's go downstairs. Okay, so this is the big humidifier we have that covers the whole house. We got it from Home Depot and we bought it based off of how many square feet it covers. I don't remember the square feet on it. It was pretty big though. We wanted to make sure that it took care of most of the house. And since we have an open layout, it makes it a lot easier. It's not like the rooms are really blocked. So for that reason, this big one is really, really great. However, you gotta do a lot of research when you get a humidifier because there's a lot of bad that could happen with it. Like if it's too moist, it creates moisture within your walls, creating mold. And it's also bad for the windows. I don't remember why, but when I was doing my research, I heard it's pretty bad for the windows. And if your windows do get foggy, like really foggy, then you know it's really bad. And that's when you buy one of these little gadgets and it pretty much tells you how wet and dry it is. Like 37 is really low. That means it's dry. 50 is pretty high. You really don't want it higher than 50 because that's when it gets kind of bad. Ours is usually around 45. That's how we know it's really good. Anywhere between the 40s is fine. You know, it's not a really big deal. I guess it's going up because I'm standing by it, so it's going up. We usually like to leave it here in the stairs because it's kind of in the middle of the house and we know what's going on. We also take it in the basement with us when we go down there to see how dry it is because he feels it right away in the basement. I don't know why I don't. I don't feel it in the basement, but he starts coughing right away. Then we'll take it downstairs if we have guests over, just to fix the air down there.
My brother felt the difference too.
Yeah, your brother is very sensitive with that too, because he used to say it before we got it. Your house is so dry. It's like, it's not a house, it's the area. There's nothing we can do about it. So anyways, we did get one of these, which is very important. That's so something
get that first.
Get it first, yeah, but I don't usually, is it easy? I don't do it. I don't fill it or anything. It's pretty easy, right? You just fill these gallon thingies of water.
With the still one.
Turn it on. And then it's a timer, right? On this one too? How long is the timer?
It's automatic.
It's automatic.
You put how much.
So if it drops to a certain low, it'll start on its own. Wow. Yeah, I haven't touched it. If you can't tell, I have not been the one on this.
So I keep it at 45.
He does it. You keep it at 45? Yeah. Okay, so 45 moisture level, that's pretty good. Anyways, I do love it, and I know it works because like I said, last year I would get nosebleed after nosebleed. It was like 3 a week maybe.
Lila
it was pretty bad.
Cough attacks.
Lila would get a lot of cough attacks, so I guess it was really, really dry in here, and that has fixed it, so woohoo! Since we're here, let's move down to this handy little vacuum. Okay, there are reasons why I love this vacuum, many reasons. We were using this little one, which I love it. I will forever be grateful for it. I don't know how I functioned without it before.
Yeah. I don't know.
Our pup, Luna, she's a Westie. They said she wouldn't shed a lot. They said she wouldn't shed a lot. She sheds a lot. So vacuum was necessary. What I love about this one is that it comes apart.
You got to.
And it's literally handheld. So it goes in deep areas, but I like that it's no cord, so you go wherever you want with it all over the house. We did have a cord one downstairs, and it was to do our basement, we had to like unplug it and plug it in like I don't know how many times to try to reach the whole basement downstairs. In this case, it lasts pretty long. I don't know, it just works amazing. It lights up, so you can literally see all your, you can't hear me, but you can literally see all your dust bunnies as you're doing it. It goes under, very nice, because it's very slim, it rotates. It's perfect, but you know the best part? It ain't expensive. Expensive. Let's do that again. It ain't expensive, and a lot of vacuums are super expensive. I don't know how I saw it. I came about it and I'm like, it is so cheap. I'm totally willing to give it a shot. Guess what? We're gifting it. We're gifting it for Christmas. That's how much we love it. It's amazing though. Yeah, and it charges. You just put it right back in its little gadget. It charges and pick it up and take it whenever you need it.
And good luck.
I love it.
Once you start it.
I swear, either one of us, if we pick this thing up, we're like all over the house. Babe, where are you? Like, I'm in this corner of the house. Why?
20 minutes later, Seriously.
You just keep going because it lights up your path and you see, and you just keep going and going. So, yeah, I really love it. Like I said, this is a random, huh?
It's a stress reliever too.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of, it's fun. Like it's, what is the word? Satisfying as you see it picking everything up. But anyways, yeah, like I said, this is a really random video, but I give you guys what I feel at the moment, and this is what I'm feeling at the moment. The next one is even more random. I promised a wreath demo video. It's a very short demo of how to make your wreaths because I've made all my wreaths. They're downstairs. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen them. This white one up here. So I made how many? Maybe like 6 this year. Yeah, it was my obsession. So I will go ahead and let you guys watch that clip now of how to make them. Alright, so I took everything off, I stripped it. I'm going to show you guys again how to start it. Just go ahead and put it underneath. I usually like to use one of these guys just because it locks it in place. I'm going to take my, what is this? I don't know.
Pipe cleaner.
Pipe cleaner. I'm going to go around it. For the first time, just around the cloth. And then the next time, I'm going to go ahead and get it around, around the wire. And I go kind of like a, what is that, like a crisscross. If not, what happens is it'll go from like section to section. This way it locks it. Oh, I just unlocked it. So secure it that way. And that way it won't move from that post. Not a big deal if it does. I've done some where it has moved and it was okay. Now I'm just gonna shove it in to the top one. I start with the top one. Now the problem with some of these is they have little things that gets caught on, which kind of sucks because it'll rip your cloth, so try to be careful. Then pull it through the second one while making sure not to take from here but from that stack. It's a bit tighter when you do these. I'm used to these big old holes, as you can see. It's much easier to put them through. Feed the last one through. Pull, 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 and then hold your bundle and move this right through the last bit again. It doesn't have to be perfect, so don't like freak out that maybe you pulled it and it was kind of all bundled, because there's a lot of wiggle room once you're done and you can adjust them how you please. I've been sloppy with it and the result came out the same, so don't fuss over it too much. Hold them again, feed it through, and keep going. Okay, so now the next one that I promised I would show you guys is this really cool rope ornament. It's super simple. It's just a little time consuming. So grab an old ornament you don't care for or buy really cheap ones. I use the really big ones for this tree, and then I also put it on the tree downstairs, but it was a little bit smaller ornaments because it does grow in size and it does get much heavier. This was the same ornament, so it gets much bigger and it does get really heavy. So first things first, I cut off this ugly, I don't like gold. Everything is, I use this natural kind of rope looking thing on all my ornaments in the house. They all have rope because I hate metal rope, and then I don't like those silly looking ones.
Metal hooks.
Huh?
Metal hooks.
Metal hooks. What did I say? Metal rope? Lord jeez, I can't talk and think at the same time apparently. Thank you, baby. That's why I have them around. No, just kidding. Love you. Anyways, that's simple. So it's on a rope. Now take my handy glue gun. This is like my favorite thing ever. Every craft person will tell you it's their favorite thing ever. Oh, by the way, the rope, I buy it from the dollar store. They haven't had it lately. I don't know if everyone's just making rope ornaments or what's going on, but they haven't had it lately. So maybe next year I'll add more rope ornaments when I can. I did buy a lot. For the really big ones, you need 1.5, almost 2. And for the smaller ones, I only needed 1 and like a little bit of another one. Okay, so you're gonna go around here and you're just gonna put a lot of glue, because I mean, when I do crafts, I want them to last. So bam. And then it's super important to make sure as you do this rope, you really push it in. Like I'll show you in a second, because if not, it'll show through the red and then it'll start coming apart. Just push that in.
You do get burned.
I do get burned a lot, yeah. I do. I just touched the glue this time, but it wasn't as hot. So this is very important. You want to make sure that's sealed very well so it doesn't start coming apart. There's even a little bit of glue coming out there. It's okay, like little imperfections. They do have little imperfections, but that's the whole natural look. So don't even worry about it being too perfect. Okay, so now this is the part that I say is time consuming, because you got to sit here, do a line, put that back down, go in, and I kind of do this like slide push kind of thing. I slide it into the glue and push it. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. I feel like I am shaking. I'm not nervous. Okay, so push it in, and you just keep going, keep going. It takes a while, but you're gonna end up with this beauty. I'm not gonna show the whole video doing it because that would take forever, but you get the point. That's what you're left with. Looks really beautiful on the trees. So yeah.
And you dropped it and nothing happened.
Oh yeah. But it makes for a good weapon. Let me tell you, this thing is heavy. Someone enters your house, just take this thing and throw it at them.
Go to your tree.
Go to your tree, just start whacking. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. One of my favorite ornaments of the year, and it was just from the dollar store rope. Yeah, cool, right? All right, so I think we have come to an end with this odd obsessions video. Really odd things, but I hope you guys enjoy it. I like everything. It's made an impact in my life in a very positive way, so I hope you find that it does the same for you, or you know, if you've been struggling with any of these things. Hopefully I've helped, you know? Really random. I know there's no beauty or glamour in this one, but it is what it is. I'm a mama, and yes, I clean my own house, so these things are very, very important to me. So anyways, we're gonna wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hashtag love it, so I know you like these kind of videos. Make sure to give it a like. Make sure to be subscribed with an ED after subscribed. Also, be sure to hit the little bell right by the subscribe button so you're notified every time we post a video. And until next time, bye guys.